Great. It is at the top of the hour, 1 p.m., where I'm tuning in from Tampa, Florida. Thanks to all of you guys for joining us today for Mindfulness Mondays. My name is Crista Ellis, and I'm the Community Programs Manager with the Parkinson's Foundation. I'd like to invite you all to tune into our virtual experience, PD Health at Home. The Parkinson's Foundation is offering educational events Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. To learn more about those events, you can visit our webpage at parkinson.org, PD Health. And if you need any support, any resources, or are looking to get connected with a doctor or perhaps a virtual support group, please reach out to the Parkinson's Foundation by visiting our webpage, parkinson.org, or by calling our bilingual helpline, which is staffed by Parkinson's specialists at 1-800-4PD-INFO. Join us this Wellness Wednesday to learn more about our genetic study, PD Generation, what we've learned so far. So we'll be hearing from expert Roy Alcalay from Columbia University, who will be highlighting some of the key findings that we've found in our pilot study of the PD Generation. So please tune in with us this Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can sign up by visiting parkinson.org/PD Health. So hello, everyone. We're here. We're back this Monday, Mindful Monday, right? So you guys will be hearing from me today. For those of you who have been tuning in regularly since we kicked off the Mindfulness Mondays, we have been welcoming expert speakers from around the nation, and today I have decided to share a passion of mine with you all, and that is mindful movement. So before we get started, I wanted to invite everyone who is able to join us on camera, because we will be moving and it'll serve me best so I can serve you guys best if I can see you. But if not, it's perfectly fine. We'll be able to move without the camera on. So I just wanted to start by asking you guys a question. Might not be a simple one to answer, but it's something that I try to work towards every day. And so using the chat function to respond, I'd like to ask you guys, what have you done good for yourself this past week? Something that you've done just for yourself. And if you're tuning in with a husband and wife, maybe it's your daughter and your mom, I'd like both of you to respond. So if you could write in the chat something that you've done for yourself this week. Nice, Alan. Alan went for a 3-mile walk. That's fantastic. Lisa, she started going back to the gym. Great. It could be anything like I ate a big leafy green salad, or I decided to sleep in. Annette attended a yoga class. Perfect. Kathy cleaned out an old dresser to get ready for the new dresser. How exciting. How exciting. Ah, so Brenda, did you tune in last Thursday for the nutrition program? Awesome, I'm so glad you were there. Played golf, Lou played golf. How fun, how fun. That's great. Thank you guys so much for sharing. So I decided to get myself a pedicure. So that's what I did for myself this weekend. So often we move so quickly in life, right? I mean, I can't believe October is right around the corner, that we forget to take care of ourselves. And doing some simple things like tuning in every Monday for 30 minutes to come here and connect with our mindful Parkinson's community, that is something that you're doing for yourself today. So I just want to applaud you all on that. So we will be practicing some mindfulness in motion today. So what does that mean? When we move, often we have a goal. So for those of you who are going for a walk, your goal maybe is to get around 3 blocks, or your goal is to hit that 3-mile marker. And Lisa, for you, maybe going back to the gym, your goal is to strengthen or lose weight, or change the shape of something. So we often don't just sit and be aware in the motion. We have a task at hand that we have to complete, right? For one reason or another. So when you bring awareness to motion versus pushing those reps out on the dumbbells or making that 3-mile marker on that walk, when you bring awareness to the motion, you start to really engage the body and the mind, which allows the nervous system to improve. And so, for example, if you're out taking that walk, instead of just walking and crossing the roads, you feel how your feet are connecting with the shoes, with the ground, with the pavement. And in this walk, you're noticing the sensations on your skin. Maybe it's cool where you're tuning in from. The air is crisp. You can feel maybe a little dampness on the skin, or maybe you start to feel a little heat on the back of your neck. So that is mindfulness in motion. You're moving the body, but bringing attention and awareness to the sensations. So before we get started, I'm going to ask everyone, if you can, we're going to find a comfortable seat. So you can do this motion laying down if you'd like, but if you guys are able to, find a chair that doesn't have any wheels on it. And just to begin, we're going to sit back nice and comfortably in that chair. So feel nice and supported in the back of the chair. Good. Check down at the feet. We want to feel the feet below the knees. So maybe scooting the feet out a little bit, ankles are just below the knees. Good, you can comfortably place the hands on top of your thighs. I see you guys situating a little bit, so we'll just take a few moments before we get settled into our comfortable seat. And once you find that seat, feel a little lengthening through the spine. So we don't want to be slouching over, but find some engagement. So you're not rigid and stiff, but nice little tall spine here. Good, shrug your shoulders up to your ears. And let the shoulders come down. Beautiful, and one more time, shrug. And then feel the shoulders relax down your back. Good. If it feels comfortable for you, I'll invite you to close your eyes. I'm not going anywhere. And place one hand and then the other on top of your belly. You might be noticing a little tremor here as we're trying to find a moment of stillness. And with the hands on your belly, just notice how the stomach moves as you breathe. Breathing in, feeling the stomach expand and push into the hand. And as you exhaling, feeling the stomach pull in. Just taking a few more comfortable breaths here. Noticing how the breath moves in your body. And so you might find, as we're sitting here together in stillness, that there might be a little resistance. For a few people, many people, I'll say, it's either you're moving a lot or not at all. And so we find this resistance in the body when we ask it to slow down. And see if you can just be present here. Welcoming in that resistance, maybe a little discomfort. And let the hands come away from the belly and just softly place the hands on top of the thighs. And keeping the eyes closed, or you can have them open, whatever fits you best. And just take a moment to maybe notice a little subtle shift. Letting ourselves be here and present in this motion of stillness and breath. And when you feel ready, you can flutter the eyes open. And we'll begin to move. So we'll come to the edge of the seat. So you want the sit bones still down onto the seat. Maybe the edge of the chair is just behind the mid of your thighs. So on the back of the thighs, maybe the seat is touching just the middle range of those thighs. Good. Bringing the hands down by your sides here. Take an inhale, reach the arms up, expand and lengthen. Good. And as you exhale, touch the palms together, bring the hands down. Perfect. Good. Linking your movement with your breath. Inhaling, expanding the arms up. Good. Finding space. And using the exhale to bring the hands back down. Good. Inhale to lengthen and reach up. Exhale, bringing the hands down. Good. Using your breath, syncing it to your motion. Inhaling to reach up. Exhaling to bring it back down. Just notice how this feels in your body. Maybe noticing some tightness in the shoulders. That's welcome here. Maybe noticing some resistance to this movement. Good, let's all take one more deep inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring the hands down. And leaving the hands right here, right in front of the chest. And just take a moment. Recognize how your breath is moving. Maybe how the body feels. The main objective here is just to notice the sensations in the body. Good, and releasing the hands back down towards the thighs. And come into some more motion here. We call this cat-cow in yoga for those of you who've practiced yoga before. Coming into our seated cat-cow. So the hands are placed firmly down onto the tops of the thighs. Maybe they even grip onto the knees. Take a deep inhale, and as you inhale, you'll arch through the spine, pushing the belly and the chest forward. Good, and as you exhale, you'll round through the spine, pulling the belly in, bringing the chin in towards the chest. Warming up the spine, using that inhale to come forward, pushing the chest. And using an exhale to round through the spine. Good, inhaling to open the chest. And exhaling to round through the spine. And just notice how this feels in your body. Do you feel an aversion to this type of movement? Maybe you feel some discomfort. Inhaling to lengthen up, push the chest forward. Exhaling to round into the spine. Good. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, round. Good. And coming back to a neutral tall spine, comfortable seat here. Place the hands on tops of the thighs and close the eyes and just come back here to the space of mindful motion. Take notice of how you feel here, what you're feeling. And we're going to come into some gentle neck stretches. Just going to bring your right ear and just let the right ear fall towards that right shoulder. Oh, that feels good. Maybe it doesn't feel good to you. And that's okay. See if you can sit here, if it is uncomfortable, without pain. And see if you can just allow the body to settle. Might feel nice to take the right hand and just gently drape that right hand on top of the head. Giving yourself some support here to gently open up a little more. But if that hand is on top of your head, you'll bring the right hand back down to the thigh. Let the head come back to center. Take a deep breath. Let it go. Good. Left ear comes towards that left shoulder. Notice the kind of conversation you're having in that little voice of yours, that silent voice in the mind, right? And if you tried it on the other side, you'll take that left hand and just drape the left hand over the head. Giving yourself a little more opportunity to find more space in the body. What do you actually feel when you allow the body to move slowly? And if you draped that left hand, you'll gently release the hand from the head. Bring the head back towards the center. Shrug the shoulders up towards the ears. Let the shoulders come down. And let's do that again. Shrug them up. And let them come down. Good. I'm going to extend the hands straight out in front of you and then lift the arms up, coming into nice lengthening of the entire upper body. Good. See, notice if you're shrugging the shoulders up towards the ears. See if you can relax the shoulders away. Good. Nice, Lou. Deep breath here. Maybe wiggle into the fingers, little spirit fingers. Might feel better to bend at the elbows a little bit. Noticing if you're holding any tension in the upper body. And this is a really great practice to really see how the sensations feel in the body. So for me, my fingers are tingling. I'm starting to notice that my arms are feeling a little fatigued. And coming out, you can allow the hands to come down if it feels uncomfortable, but if you can, see if you can breathe into the different sensations here. I won't be here much longer. Good. What does it feel like? Give me 2 more breaths. And then slowly, with control, let the hands come down in front of you. And then you'll bring the hands to the tops of your thighs. And close the eyes. And just check in. How did that feel in your body? Maybe you feel some relief as your hands meet your legs. Oh, that was a lot of work. And for the next minute or so, just tuning in to this awareness that we've established in our bodies for this time. Giving ourselves thanks, connecting the mind with the body, and being mindful in how we move. And whenever you're ready, you can flutter the eyes open. And just look around. Maybe notice something new. A new color. Maybe a new shadow. And then we'll come back to our chat. And I'd love to ask you guys how that felt for you. You know, just kind of letting me know, letting our community here know how being mindful about how we were moving, what kind of sensations you guys were feeling, or maybe a challenge. Maybe there was a specific pose that you felt was especially challenging for you. Or maybe you felt like you didn't want to do it at all. And that's totally valid, exceptionally valid. So for me, I know when I move slowly. Okay, great, Annette. Great. So I think that's great. You know, Annette, you made the note to say, I've already done my movement, I've done my motion, and kind of being aware of not pushing yourself too hard, you know, not going past your limits. And Lisa says, low voltage electricity in my arms. Absolutely, right? It felt tingly almost, right? Yeah, yeah. So when we bring this kind of meditation in motion, if you will, it allows us to really connect to our bodies. And so many of us walk around not even noticing the sensations that happen when you're taking that walk in the morning, or even when you're sitting in the evening, maybe watching Sunday night football. wiggling the toes, just taking a moment to feel your body. Oh, great. Brenda says this exercise made me mindful of my increase in heartbeats as my arms were raised. A great feeling. Absolutely. And how often do we really tune into that heartbeat? I mean, that's pretty profound to feel and notice those sensations of the heart, right? So I know for me, when I started practicing mindful movement, the most challenging part for me was I felt bored. I felt bored when I was trying to bring significant awareness to how the sensations felt in my body. And I know with Parkinson's disease, it's especially difficult, especially those who live with a tremor. So trying to be mindful of how that tremor feels. What are the sensations that you're feeling when your tremor does start to come up? And I think we can kind of bring this gentle awareness of kindness to the body when we take a moment just to really feel those sensations. Great. So I really appreciate you all coming here today. I'm so glad to be back here for our Mindfulness Mondays. And I appreciate each of you who continue to come and share this time, not only for yourselves, but for this community. I'll ask you all just to kind of send out, a big thank you and gratitude for everyone who shares this space with us and feeling the support of this mindful Parkinson's community. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. So huge applause and huge gratitude to all of you. And until we meet again, I will see you guys from now on for quite some time each Monday. So Craig and Devin will be back. They are on a 3-month retreat right now. So I give them a huge applause for taking the time for themselves. And I'll challenge all of you this week, each day, to do something kind for yourself. Whether that's for your body or your mind, sleep. Try to think of something that you could do every day this week. And when we come back next Monday, I'm going to ask you guys what you did. Okay, so a little bit of homework. All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate you all. Bye-bye.